Today's recipe, I am going to just make something very simple because it's summer and I love coffee and I like chocolate. So what we're going to do is I've got leftover coffee from this morning when my husband made coffee. We had a couple, well, I had 1 cup. He probably had 2. So what I'm going to do, now I got this recipe on the internet, but I have redone, I've kind of added my own thing because number 1, I work. Number 2, I have dogs. Number 3, I can be lazy. So I don't want to have to measure everything. And I don't want to have to make a big deal over something I'm making, right? So if you've seen any of my other videos, you're going to know I try to make things as easy as possible. Okay, so it calls for a cup of coffee, but I'm not going to do a cup. I'm going to do as much as I want because I really, really love this drink and I love coffee. And I love peanut butter, so keep all those ingredients in mind. Okay, so we're gonna pour. Here we go. I'm just pouring it in. It's probably gonna be about 1.5 cups is what it looks like it's gonna be. Now, the recipes that I keep finding, they talk about coconut milk. I like macadamia milk, and this is milkadamia. It's unsweetened, so there's no carbs. I've talked about this before, so if you are more interested in this, I do have something all about this milkadamia smoothie recipe I've done on this channel. Okay, so I'm going to do about 1 cup. And I forgot to mention, you do need to shake this up. All right. That's actually just a little under 1 cup because I want to be able to put it in my, not coffee cup because this is going to be cold. And then what you're going to want to do is, a lot of recipes call for natural cacao. I don't always buy cacao. Again, I'm lazy and I have kids that don't want cacao. So I've got Kroger. I love their Simple Truth. It's organic and it's cheaper for those of us that are trying to eat healthier, but we don't have a lot of money. Anyway, all right. I don't want a lot. It usually calls for a couple of tablespoons, but we're just going to do about half a heaping teaspoon. Gosh almighty. All right, let's get that in. We're going to close this up. And then it calls for some peanut butter. Now, I make my own peanut butter. I literally just get the best peanuts I think are good, and I make my own peanut butter. So let's go ahead. I like a lot of peanut butter, so let's just dump this in. We're just getting it in there. And I'm not going to waste it because this is homemade. And last but not least, what you want is a little bit of salt on there, like a pinch of salt. So maybe a tad more. I'm not a big salt person, but I do like salt with sugar stuff, with sweet stuff. Not that this 100% cacao or cocoa is sweet. All right, let's get it going. Let's see what it looks like. Very yummy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show it to you so you can see. See if you can see that. It is so good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this over a glass with a top that has ice in it. It is so good. If you try this or you have another recipe that's similar, please let me know. Okay, from one diabetic to another, and anyone that wants to eat healthy, and a non-professional to anyone that's out there that's non-professional, enjoy.